Alright, let's do the old solo cast for at least this game. Top right as the dark green undead player is FiZiX from New Zealand, and at the bottom left as the brown human player, this is the first time I've ever seen someone actually pick brown, is Sosorryman from America. Oh, sneezing like a bitch today. Let's see how well Sosorryman does. He did beat Lens 2-0 in the human mirror. And obviously FiZiX was talking and stuff with me earlier on. With Trixie's Tower Rush game. Probably won't be talking too much while stuff is happening. Don't want to be going crazy with the casting till shit actually happens.
Player's forces are under attack.
Alright, militia creep. Feels so strong, man. So sorry, man. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna call him the human player. Or just could call it SSM, but yeah, just the human player. Ring +3 will be the drop from that lab camp. And looks like FiZiX is actually going for this green camp. Trying to get this out of the way before human play can take it from him. Grabs the gauntlets for some extra health. And we've got the footy doing some harassment. No Nerub Tower just yet, as the fiends haven't started. Looks like I'm just going to use these ghouls to try and defend from that. Sent out Skelly, confirms that camp's been creeped out. Cloak of Shadows. And it should be getting level 2 soon.
Forces are under attack.
A couple more creeps and it will get that. Alright, so with the ghouls taking away that footy, no need for a Nerub Tower. As the first fiend is about to come out. Looks like this DK is being chased by footies and AM. Looks like he wants to creep out this camp at 6 o'clock, but FiZiX trying to see if he can get a steal. Gets one footy at least. That'll be level 2. That'll be nice with the Unholy Aura. We'll see if he'll be able to get this rock golem with the last hit. Obviously, it won't be a foil, but trying to stop him from getting the items. Looks like it's a bit of a mess right now for both players trying to pick up those items. In the end, the human player does get it. Crit Fiend does come out though. Luckily for FiZiX, the Crit Fiend doesn't get ensnared by the creep. Instead, it will be the Water Elemental. And it looks like it will pick off another footy before having to turn back. And as expected, we've got the fast expansion here. And we'll see how FiZiX will react to this, which about to be built. Has been built actually, as the tier 2 is done. Don't see a quick tier 3. Looks like it's going to be the Slaughterhouse and the Fiends first. Lightning Shield onto the Crit Fiend. Want to get that in there, get some extra damage done. Should move these skellies a bit further up so they don't take extra damage. And Circlet will drop. Let's see what the human player is doing right now. Gonna creep out this Goblin Merch camp. No tier 2 just yet for him. Looks like he's just working off mass footies at the moment. And what was it? Slaughterhouse nearly done. No tier 3 just started. Looks like both players are just content creeping up the heroes, getting levels and experience on them. Okay, looks like Sosorryman had some sentry wards, so he's going to be seeing what's happening right now with his army movement. But there we go, there's a Quill, there's a Nova. A lot of damage onto this AM. This AM will have to run away. It's got 2 boots as well. But there's a Coil, gets the TP just before the call hits, so it will get away. But that means that it will be a TP exhausted on Sosorryman. And with that TP, let's see if he can get some damage done onto this expansion. These footies very low on HP at the moment. And this is such an awful position for this AM. It's actually stuck, so we'll have to mine out. Let's see if Chase knows about this. Come on, get in there. You have to see this shit. Come on. Tries to use the 1 elemental 2. Okay, now I should see it. Where's the Coil? There's 1 Coil, 19 HP. Yep, and there's a Nova. It goes down. Shredder being bought to help defend from this, but this might be a dead expansion as it is level 2 onto the Lich. FiZiX catching that AM off guard. You know, I think this is game. AM being blocked. Holy shit. No mana on this Lich though, but shouldn't really matter too much. Shit, he actually brought back the AM because he knows this is a very tough situation to deal with. Doesn't want to lose that expansion, but he has no mana. So probably can only get out maybe 1 water elementals. Towers are down too, so looks like these peasants will die. See in the main base. Tier 3, nearly done here for FiZiX. He's got a really good hold on this game. What the hell? GG. I was like, how the fuck did you do that, Jats? Alright, so good work from Chase there, taking out game 1. Oh my god. Alright, let's see if any games have concluded. Have you ever seen a TP teleport into a tree? Alright, let's wait for game 2 to start. Looks like it's just figuring out what map it will be. Alright, looks like it's gonna be LL. By the way, guys, this at Woolies they had last week this kombucha. It was like $3.50, but yeah, it was half price. But the bottles are like so good, so I was just reusing these bottles to put my water in, because obviously I don't want to be drinking out of a fucking 2-liter growler. But I think there's another brand that's got its kombucha at half price for this week, so I'll probably hit up Woolies sometime this week to grab some more of that shit. That was weird. Yes, he DC'd. Alright, let's go for take 2. Dun 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 dun. Alright, last refuge. Game 1 lead for Chase. Here at the bottom left as the usual green undead player, and at the top right as the brown human is SSM. Hopefully we don't see him getting stuck AM like we did in that previous game. Holy shit. Such bad luck there. But I think either way the game pretty much changed when Chase was able to do that creep jack at the goblin merch and take a lot of units out to take TP away from SSM. Maybe we'll just see a bit more of a conservative play here from the human. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see another quick expansion. Oh shit, what the fuck was that? Alright, looks like he's on a critter kill spree. Sheep will die. There's graveyard for the fiends. Just gotta check something real quickly. Okay, it looks like Sonky beat Priest 2-0, so Sonky advances to the round of 3 of the winner's side. And looks like all the other games going on right now. So, let's get back into this. Looks like we've got SSM going for the Merc camp. He'll not buy the Shadow Priest, actually. He'll just isolate this High Priest while the rest of the crew come back. And looks like Chase is going once again for the more advanced green camps, as opposed to the more conservative green camp here.
A player's
or here.
forces are under attack. Town is under siege.
Level 2 with the flute. That would be nice if he's going Rafflecaster. Grab the farm. Looks like these peasants will be going back. Looks like Chase is on the chase right now. Maybe he'll get this footy with the surround illusion. No. Manages to wiggle its way out. Looks like he will be going for this particular camp. And with the Troll Berserker adding a bit more damage to this arm composition, looks like Chase has to be a bit careful. DK will get out in time. Tries to coil, doesn't get it. Tries to go for another coil, but barely doesn't kill the footy. And looks like SSM's going to get this base up in time. Relatively unhindered. I think he's run out of rods. Yeah, he has. Alright, picking up another rod. Couple skellies. Most likely we'll be taking out either this camp or both. Nowadays he's got the Fiends out.
Players' forces are under attack.
Did he lose his Berserker? Okay, no, he hasn't. It's just up here. He's doing a good job with that Merc camp, getting those early Mercs for his army. Shadow Priest can dispel those Skellies. Also add some extra healing before his priests come out. Oh, Crypt Fiend. Nice coil, saves it. There's the Nova onto the footy. Trapper's doing a lot of damage to his units. Got to take that out. Expansion is up for SSM. Getting the Arcane Vault and the Blacksmith. Looks like we've got a fight on our hands in the middle of the map. A few Fiends trying to get some hits onto the footies, but looks like this one will have to be retreat. As looks like Chase will be looping around. Let's see where he decides to hit. Okay, saves the Crypt Fiend with the coil. Nova onto the footy. Probably will be able to kill it though. So low. One more, yep. One more attack. And we'll get another one as well here. Caught off guard. Yep, there we go. So good pick off there from Chase. 2 footies. Didn't lose Fiend. He's going to be able to take this Crypt Camp away. Looks like we've got Electric Boogaloo round 2. He's actually able to focus the AM. Realizes that that's the real one. And oh, nice block there on the statue. But the statue of his own gets blocked as well. Will it be able to get out? It's getting really low. One more auto attack should do it. Get that back there. Oh, shit. Okay, there we go. He actually got another priest just to kill that off. Oh, that priest goes down. Yeah, these statues just being auto attacked. Okay, it was the decoys attacking the statues. That's why I was like wondering why the fuck wasn't it dying. But tier 3 is out already for Chase, and don't see any sort of orb being purchased yet, as he hasn't been able to get back to his base. Another footy goes down. He'll probably pick off another one here. I think he should just go back and grab some items and grab an orb for his Lich. Should be able to say, oh, no, it doesn't have enough mana. Yep, so tier 3 starting for SSM. He's got the MK just out. Sanctum is done as well. Pretty much what's keeping SSM in this game is the utilization of these Merc camp units. Getting the Priest and the Berserker. And we've got Pit Lord here from FiZiX. Gonna be seeing some Rain of Terror almost. Oh, not Rain of Terror. Rain of Fire. Onto that expansion. As SSM is adding another tower.
player's forces are under attack.
Looks like SSM gonna scout, creep out this expansion. Oh, fuck. Creep camp. And the gold mine, the level 7, will be taken out here from Chase. Let's see what item will drop for him, as he does have that Orb of Corruption. Onto the Lich. And looks like the drop will be Medallion of Courage. So I guess some extra HP and some extra mana onto the Lich. Yep, level 2 onto the Pit Lord. It'll most likely be getting... Actually, could get Cleave. Either way, Cleave or Halaterra. Both fine options. And we've got him actually swinging it back around.
A player's forces are under
Yep,
attack.
looks like it is going to be Cleave. And Snare being researched. And it looks like SSM is going to go back to try and defend from his base, recognizing that the Pit Lord's out. Has to be careful about those Halaterras. Oh, sorry, the Rain of Fires. Gyro's out, though, for those destroyers, but looks like at the moment he's happy just using these Obsidian statues to sustain his main. There's the first ensnare onto the Gyro, and that will be taken down. Yeah, sustain on these statues onto the army. SSM doesn't really have that much to work with. He's got, what, 2 Breakers, MK, and an AM. What the fuck? Where did all these units go? First Knight's out, though. I wonder if he is researching Sundering Blades. Yes, he is. And it looks like we've got a bit of a fight here. Lich being targeted at the moment. It does have a mana pot. DK with a lot of mana on it, however, saves the Crypt Fiend instead of saving the Lich. And looks like the Lich is going to go down. Not a big fan of saving the Crypt Fiend over the Lich. It looks like he might just buy back the Lich. And it looks like he will be. Fairly expensive though, on level 3 from the tavern. That's around 500 gold. But it looks like he will see this expansion. And now he will have to go towards that base to try and save it. MK has maybe one more Stormbolt left on it. Let's see if he decides to bolt the Lich once again at its low HP. It does have an Invul Potion on it, however. Pit Lord trying to get in. Staff of Sanctuary though, onto that AM. Healing Scroll, Invul, and the Mana Pot onto the MK though. Pally's getting very low and Pally actually goes down. He's still got the Mana Pot onto this MK though. So he should be able to use it if need be. But loses a breaker for his effort. And... okay, looks like it's going to defend. And not a good spot for SSM to be in. Now that Chase has taken his base. It is actually on the hill. So if he has a couple of towers up, it will be really hard for the human to break through. Whoa, look at this Pit Lord just fucking going ham. And this AM's getting really low. It does have a TP. He might have to use that TP. Okay. Palik does come out. There's a heal onto the AM. No mana on the Lich, however. So no more Frost Novas. Coil. There's the Coil. But there's a Stomp and the Bolt as well. Take out one Crypt Fiend. Coil onto the Fiend. We'll save it. But it looks like this one will be going down. The Knight's doing a lot of damage. And looks like another Crypt Fiend will go down. Oh no, it stays alive. Barely. Here comes the Gyros, catching the Destroyers off guard.
town is players' forces are under attack.
Oh, the knight doing work onto this expansion. Takes out the rest of the gyros, but this one knight is just doing wonders for SSM. Alright, looks like they're taking another fight. Targeting this MK at the moment. MK has the invul potion as well, though. There's the rain of fire as SSM has to split his army. Oh. Alright, so Gyro is going to be chasing the destroyers down. A-bomb's out to help with the front line, but FiZiX will have to be chased back. This one knight, though, taking out the entire Acolyte line. Cryptfree, where'd that come from? That goes down. Level 2 on the Pally.
The town is under siege.
AM's nearly level 5. It's got a few gyros here, but doesn't really have much use for him except for this destroyer.
Forces are under attack.
A-bombs do have disease clad though, so it can work with that. MK getting very low. Will it pop the invul potion? Not yet. Oh, A-bomb surrounded. Looks like he will just sack it. DK getting very low. What? 220 HP. These knights will be taking out this space. Not looking good for Chase at the moment, as SSM is on 70 food, 66 food, 46 for Chase. Destroyer, very low on HP is this gyro. Will take it out, but the knights are starting to build up in terms of its unit count. And our Stormbolt onto the Lich. Has to pop an invul potion there to get it out of the way. And SSM takes out this base. Looks like this is going to be a victory for SSM in this second game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Right, this might be the last fight of the game, as it seems Chase wanted to clear out this camp before SSM could have taken it away from him. He's gonna at least get this Ogre Mauler. And there we go, the coil. One knight will be able to take out this base. And looks like, okay, SSM taking this base. He's gonna clear out this camp as well. It is probably gonna be game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna creep out this camp, but once he sees this, he's probably gonna tap out.
Is under siege.
There we go, Rain of Fire. So many guard towers though to break through. And once this army comes in, he'll probably want to take the fight. Oh, the Fleet of Accuracy doing wonders to help the damage of all of these units except for the knights, but there we go, level 4 on the MK. This should be it. This should be last battle, as the expansion does stay alive. A-bomb barely makes it out, but I think we got a couple of, no, never mind, it's just the water shells from gyros. There we go. Flying machine. Web down, but surround onto the DK. Tries to clap it, but doesn't get out this round. And the Pit Lord. Very low. There's the coil to save it. But further and further this game goes, Chase is falling further and further behind. A-bomb. Very low. It is about to go down. It will go down. Pit Lord very low as well. That's it. The Pit Lord's down. And stuffs away the Spellbreaker and the Knight. And I don't really see any way for FiZiX to make it back. If you look at the gold count, fuck, 2.8k for Sosorryman. He's just happy chilling on low upkeep with these 3 bases as well. And he's actually probably going to take this base too. Oh, buys back the Pit Lord, but it's just right into the army of SSM. Pit Lord will go down eventually. There we go. That was a lot of money that FiZiX spent on that Pit Lord. Let's try and get it back. And I know I keep saying this, but looks like this is going to be game. Corn Nova onto the MK, but it's got a healing scroll rather, and an invul potion. Then the AM has a lot of items as well. There we go, GG, well played. Let's go on to game 3 of this series. Oh my god, can it just fucking not play that Twitch shit? Okay, so, Say versus Lucko. We're doing this game. FiZiX is Sosorryman. Incinerate versus Sweet. Cowboy versus Believe. Arc wins over Venom 2-1, so he makes it to the next round. Fish game, Paz game, and the Sonky game is already done. So, let's see who will take out this series. Alright, so last game of this series. Winner will make it to round 3 of the qualifiers. Losers will be docked down to the losers bracket. Here on Northern Isles, spawning at the bottom left as the green undead player is going to be FiZiX, and at the top right as the brown human will be SSM. Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom, so be right back.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, hopefully I didn't miss anything too much of significance. One mana stealing has been dropped for SSM. It'll be on his AM. And don't see any sort of tech just yet, so most likely going to be a quick expansion once again. Got a bit of footy harassment. Acolyte's going to be around half HP. Really do hate this color, the green color in Northern Isles, because you can't see it on this shit. Grass. Alright, here comes the DK. Coil. Oh! Footy barely survives, and there's the deny.
A player's forces are under attack.
And looks like this expansion will be creeped out. We'll see if he can get any sort of last hit, whether he'll just go for the coil on the Ogre Magi. Just waiting for it to get low enough, and SSM smartly just waits for... Oh, it gets level 2 off something. Maybe the skeleton got the last hit, or... I don't know, but he gets level 2 either way. He gets another peasant as well. Chase got to be really careful though. DK getting very low. As the tier 2 is done, we should be seeing the Lich.
forces are under attack.
Yep, should be slaughterhouse. Alright, ops to get another Crypt Fiend instead of getting the Lich. Looks like it's just going to delay that quite a bit to get an extra Fiend out. Tier 2 for SSM.
The town is
Ooh.
forces are under attack.
Okay, that's bad. Okay, never mind. Realizes it. Guess he was occupied doing harassment here. Slaughterhouse getting pretty low, but I think it should be able to... no, I think he'll have to cancel. Yep, cancels it. Oh, another cancel. Should maybe build it here. A lot of stuff happening at the moment. Gets a footy. But without the Lich out, or Slaughterhouse being very delayed, it's not looking good here for Chase. Expansion is up and running as well. Oh, okay, we've got the DR instead of the Lich. So he goes for Black Arrows. Saves the Fiend. So it looks like we'll have FiZiX trying to do some solo creeping at the moment. But SSM doesn't want any of that happening, so it's going to push this army away.
Forces are under attack.
Still 2-2 here from Chase. Coil onto the Crypt Fiend, who will save it. He's probably got another one if he needs to use it. DR is somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Grabs the rune braces. Don't want that on the human heroes at all. And looks like we've got another push here from FiZiX. No tier 2 just yet.
A player's forces are under attack.
Looks like he wants to do a lot of damage with this army. No second hero at all for SSM. MK finally comes out as I say that. But there's another coil, and we'll take out the footy. These towers are starting to come up. This Fiend is so low though, and that will be taken down. Comes the first statue. It looks like he'll have to run. Another bolt onto the Crypt Fiend. That will go down. So that's 2 Fiends killed already. This DR is not really doing too much. FiZiX has to respect these guard towers. Okay, coil, bolt. Saves Crypt Fiend. We might actually go down. Not enough mana onto the DK. No mana onto the Dark Ranger as well. Now the Crypt Fiend's gonna go down. This is just adding up more and more for FiZiX. No tier 3 as well. And here's another fiend. A few statues, but it needs more fiends than statues at this point of the game. So looking really good here for SSM. Oh, another bolt onto the fiend. Koya will keep it alive, however. Statue will have to retreat. And it looks like this DR will be with this fiend army. Oh yeah, it is shit. Paladin's out for SSM. Chase still stuck on tier 2. He's only 2/3 of the way done to tier 3. And without any significant damage done to his expansion, he is very behind.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ank drops. Might have to sell it to get some extra gold. So you'll keep it. A few nice items on the Dark Ranger, but for this stage of the game, the heroes are severely underleveled. But he does have his crit fiend count back up and running to a sizable amount. But I guess now these MKs and Pallies will be able to get some XP on it. Doing some solo creeping. Or duo creeping, I should say. And level 2 onto the MK, which will most likely be... Yep, clap. Got a bit of a counterattack here from Chase. But he will be chased away. Or the DR caught in a really bad position, trying to get forward. Gets bolted. Has to be a coil to save it. There's the coil. But not a good thing. Oh, the Crypt Fiend just blocking the DR. Okay, there's the burrows. First sorcery is out, however, and yep, there's a TP. Finally has to use it to get out of there. Oh. Alright, Knights have finally started for SSM. As he will creep out this Goblin Lab Camp. Got a lot of machines here to deal with any sort of destroyers that FiZiX decides to get. Oh, the Lich. Lich is going to get bolted. Lich is going to go down. Had that Orb of Corruption on it as well. Very good catch there from SSM. Very bad series of events for Chase. As now SSM, he senses that there is blood in the water. And he will be going for this army. Don't really see how he can take up a straight up fight at the moment.
Forces are under attack.
Alright, looks like he's going to go back to clear up the rest of this camp. And Chase probably going to go for this particular expansion, clear it out. Get some levels. Yep, there's a level 3 on the DR. And the run begins. Trying to kite at the moment,
A
but
player's forces are under attack.
there's just way too much here for SSM. Alright, coil onto the destroyer, but these flying machines are just tearing it apart. That's, what was it, the level 4 onto